Welcome back, fake sports fans. Well, after losing the series to the Minnesota Twins, the Jays now head back home for 4 games against the Boston Red Sox. So let's sim the first 3 games and then get into game 4. And for game 1, Jays lose 9-0. For the Jays bats, they score 0 runs on 6 hits, 1 walk, and strike out 5 times. For the pitching, Brian Wu gets the loss, and as a team they give up 9 runs on 15 hits, 2 walks, and strike out 4. For game 2, Jays lose 8-3. For the Jays bats, they score 3 runs on 9 hits, 1 walk, and strike out 11. Jimenez Lucas gets doubles and the RBIs. And for the pitching, Michael Wacha gets the loss. And as a team, they give up 8 runs and 13 hits, 7 walks, and strike out 7. For game 3, Jays win 3-2. For the Jays bats, they score 3 runs on 7 hits, 3 walks, and strike out 10 times. Jimenez Guerrero and Varsho hit doubles. Jimenez Guerrero and Santer get the RBIs. David Fry and Butler get some stolen bases. And for the pitching, Shane Bieber gets his 13th win of the season. Mason Miller gets his 45th save of the season. And as a team, they give up 2 runs on 7 hits, 1 walk, and strike out 6. And for game 4, Jays try to tie the series up as they send Garrett Cole to the mound to go up against Garrett Crochet. So let's have a look at our lineups and then get into the game. And as always, we play with quick counts on for a fast-paced game.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness on display, and this guy just gets it done.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. And towing the slab, Garrett Cole. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Okay, all set to go. And stepping in for Boston, David Hamilton. High fly ball out towards left center. Yelich sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. Now the number 2 hitter, Masataka Yoshida. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Siggy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. 1 out, bases empty. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Rafael Devers up to hit. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. Now one missed. Man at first, 1 away. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Batting 4th,
here's
left
Marcell
fielder,
Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Not close with that one, and it's 2-2.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And the runners will move up.
There are lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
So bases loaded with one away. And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Next offering way off the plate. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swung on, belted. That's going back. Back some more. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here comes the runner from third. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's 1-0.
Batting sixth.
Now it's Alex Bregman.
In the grand scheme of things, this at-bat might not feel important because it's early, but it could create a domino effect for things to come. Control what you can here and have a strong at-bat.
That one ripped. Santander makes the catch, and that is that. Back here with my pal Singy and today's starting pitcher Garrett Crochet. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Makes the grab, one down. Jose Iglesias digs in now.
Second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Rafaela puts it away. 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's a 1-1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. That one drilled left field. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And here is Connor Wong. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Abreu at second with nobody out. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home, and he's out.
Batting ninth, center fielder,
Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw, save.
2 strikes.
1 out and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
Shortstop
David Hamilton up next for the Red Sox. One now. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That ball got him. First base.
Here now the Red Sox DH. Masataka
Yoshida.
2 outs. Outside corner, there's a strike. That one out to right. Santander settles under it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Anthony Santander.
turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. That one misses.
Nope.
So a leadoff walk. And that's their first base runner of the game. Now it's Christian Yelich. 2-1 now. And there's the strike. Two now. Got him. That's one out, the bottom of the second. So digging in, Gabriel Moreno. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Quickly to second for 1. And that's 2. Back here at Rogers Center. Now it's Devers at the plate.
Rafael Devers.
And Devers hits that one. He's got it. One down. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. Well, Chris, through the early stages,
Now
he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch
Casas.
count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. To first, might be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Back now in Toronto, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, David Fry. Got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Batting 8.
Vic Caratini at the plate.
Victor Caratini.
There's a strike. That one the other way.
Batting 9th, center fielder,
And now, Dalton Varsho. That's towards center, Rafaela. And he makes the catch. 2 away now. Back to the top
Now
of the
batting,
lineup. Now here's the
shortstop,
leadoff man for the Blue
Mason
Jays,
Wynn.
Mason Wynn. And that's in there at the knees. Tying run is at first here in the finale of this 4-game set. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Up the middle, Hamilton. They get the force. That's the inning. And we're back.
Leading
New
off
inning
for
getting
Boston.
started. So
Second
stepping in for
baseman,
Boston,
Alex
Alex Bregman. And that's in the dirt.
You know, these Red Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working. You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a
Now
walk,
batting,
Boog.
right fielder,
And next for the Red
Wilyer
Sox,
Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu. Nobody out, runner at first. That clips the corner. Gets under it and pops it up. Win. And there's one down. And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. It's interesting. He plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that, runner takes off, and that one in the air center field. Varsho under it. He's got it, and there's two away. And stepping in for Boston, Cedar Rafaela. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
And that's down and away. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That one 95 to finish him off. Bottom of the inning. Now, Jose Iglesias.
Second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
There's the strike.
Two balls, two strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Now batting,
This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Now the Toronto four-hole hitter, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander.
2 down, nobody on. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, David Hamilton.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
And now Masataka Yoshida. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. That smash towards center. Drops into the glove. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That misses. Now 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back here at Rogers Center, we head to the bottom of the fifth. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Ground ball right side. Bregman tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Gabriel Moreno next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. That's off the mark. 2-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. 2 up, 2 down. David Fry will hit next.
Third baseman, David Fry.
2 outs.
Ball.
That
Ball
one
3.
misses. And now 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's ball
Ball
4.
four, that's
Tried
up.
another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well,
Now
that's a
batting,
really good take right there, and that's just mentally
Victor
prepared, knowing that if it's
Caratini.
not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Nope, outside.
That's outside. And a count 2-1. There's the strike at the knees.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Back now in Toronto, Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. And that one's gone. His 23rd of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. Now batting Tristan Casas. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Hit in the air, left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Alex Bregman.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the
Now
home
batting,
run.
second baseman,
Not allowing
Alex
it to stay
Bregman.
in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
On the ground to third. Fry throws to first,
out.
and they get Bregman for the out.
Up next
So up
for the
next,
Red Sox,
Wilyer
right fielder
Abreu.
Wilyer Abreu.
Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for six.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound,
Now
Luke
pitching for
Weaver.
Boston.
And this is an important
Number
part of
30.
this game. Tight score
Luke
and still a
Weaver.
lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Dalton Varsho
Leading
getting
off
ready
for
to
the
hit.
Jays,
You talk
center
about elite
fielder,
defensive
Dalton
players, especially in the middle of the
Varsho.
diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Late on that fastball. And you played
One ball,
behind guys, and
two
they love
strikes.
having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls,
Boog, and the
2
one thing
strikes.
about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game
Now
is
batting,
play great defense
shortstop,
if you're talented in that way, and this is what
Wynn.
this guy does.
So the batting order turns over. Mason Wynn next up for the Blue Jays. Chopped left side. On the run, sends it over to first. And very nicely done for the out. And next for Toronto, Jose
Now batting,
Iglesias.
second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
The 1-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the Blue
back. We're in the
Jays.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the
Number
mound. Jose
37.
Leclerc.
Well,
Jose
walks have certainly been an
Leclerc.
issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Stepping in,
Leading
Connor
off for
Wong.
Boston.
This is a
Catcher,
guy
Connor
who is
Wong.
very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. That one finds the zone. 1 and 2.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. So digging in, Cedar Rafaela. Red Sox leading it by 2.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Well, that still right there is a little risky with the guy you got at the plate. He's so hot right now and such a quality hitter. You got to make sure you're going to be safe. And fortunately for him,
that's a base hit coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Spoiled that back to a breaking ball perfectly. Stayed tall, didn't lean out towards it, let it get deep, and then just squared it up pretty nicely the opposite way. That's great hitting.
Check on the runner. Hamilton back on a dive.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. It gets down a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Up the middle, dive, and he's got it. Flips it from the ground. That's 1. Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. And we're back. Set for the last half of the 7th. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Smoked on the ground to second. Bregman to first. And Guerrero is set down. And now Anthony Santander. The Blue Jays trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. And that's in for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
That just misses. It's 2 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Goes down looking. And now it's Christian Yelich.
For the Blue Jays, left fielder, Christian Yelich.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now pitching
out of the bullpen for the Jays, Mark Leiter Jr.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
So now it's the full hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Leiter. Pretty much every manager's dream coming out of the pen. High strikeout, low walk. That is a recipe for success. Ground ball up the middle. Iglesias fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Tristan
Now batting,
Casas
the
up
first
next for the Red
baseman,
Sox.
Tristan Casas.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires over to Guerrero. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And now it's
batting,
Alex
second
Bregman.
baseman,
Hey, man,
Alex
4
Bregman.
pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
In the air, left field, down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. That's hard hit on the line. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Miguel Castro. He last
Now
pitched
pitching
4
for
days
Boston,
ago, so he should feel pretty
Number
fresh.
51, Miguel Castro.
Now here is
Leading
Gabriel
off for the
Moreno.
Jays, catcher Gabriel Moreno.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into left field. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He
Now
clearly didn't
batting,
catch that one on the big part of the
third
bat. Just kind of
baseman,
muscled it out there.
Brown.
And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll them up for 2.
And down on strikes. 1 away.
Up
And now to the
next
plate.
for the
Here's
Blue
the Toronto
Jays,
DH,
designated
Victor
hitter,
Caratini.
Victor
Moreno
Caratini.
leads off first with 1 away. That one is absolutely belted. 1 hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. He'll score, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Well, that gets them a little closer in this one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
1 out, runner at second. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Red Sox by 2. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and 3rd.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there.
for
Didn't
the
try to do
Blue
too much
Jays,
with it, just a really
shortstop,
controlled, simple
Mason
swing. You don't
Wynn.
see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that. Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That one just misses.
Way to lay out that pitch down.
Battling here as he fouls it away. First and 3rd, 1 down. On the ground. To second, that's 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jason
Now
Foley.
pitching for
He's
the
having
Blue
a ton of
Jays,
success facing left-handed
Number
hitters this
68.
season, so this seems like a
Jason
smart move to turn to
Foley.
him with a lefty at the plate.
Wilyer
leading off for
Abreu
the
down
Red
at the
Sox,
plate.
right fielder Wilyer Abreu.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's a 2-2. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
For the Red Sox,
Connor Wong digs in now. Inside.
That's inside.
And it's 2-1. Foul ball. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Iglesias fires over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the ninth. Running out of chances to pad the lead. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top of the ninth. And it remains 2-2. Fastball is outside.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a base hit up the middle. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him.
Just one of those at bats you almost hate to see come to an end. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now here is David Hamilton. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Rafaela, the runner at first with 2 gone. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw to second. Save. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Justin Martinez.
Now
comes on looking for his 35th save of the season, and that's a pretty big number. Definitely one of the better closers in the sport this year.
Now it's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias.
Second baseman, Jose
Now, Blue, this is a real
Iglesias.
tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 away.
Up next for the Blue
He's 2
Jays,
outs away.
first baseman,
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will hit next.
Jr.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here. So 2 down now, and here is Anthony Santander. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 2.
1 strike.
Foul ball there. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the ninth. And now it's 3-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
On the ground to third, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Red Sox take the finale here. They win the series 3-1.
This is why they turn to him to close out games. He's so reliable in these spots, and he just proved it for the 35th time this season. Nice job getting it done out of the pen.
And the Jays lose the series. Let's have a look at the box score. For the Jays bats, they score 1 run on 4 hits, 2 walks, and struck out 12 times. Caratini hits a double and gets the RBI. For the pitching, Garrett Cole gets the loss. And as a team, they give up 3 runs on 8 hits, 4 walks, and strike out 8. And with the series lost, the Jays record now sits at 99-57. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next series as the Jays play 3 against the New York Yankees.